Yesterday marked 3 years since the January 6th attack on the United States Capitol by a violent mob sent there to stop the certification of the 2020 presidential election won by Joe Biden. More than 1,200 people have been arrested for their actions on that dark day, including the brutal assault of police officers, with nearly 500 of the rioters sentenced to time in prison. But the story of what happened on January 6th has been rewritten by former President Trump and other leaders who have a vested interest in a different version of events. And new polling this week shows just how many Americans have bought it. NBC's Justice and Intelligence correspondent Ken Dilanian has our Sunday focus.
3 years ago this weekend, a temple of American democracy, shockingly desecrated. Hoping to keep Donald Trump in power, a group of his supporters attacked the U.S. Capitol on January 6th, assaulting police officers and hunting for members of Congress.
Where are you, Nancy? We're looking for you.
Video released just this weekend showing officers defending the House chamber from an angry mob, guns drawn.
You're giving away my grandchildren and your grandchildren's freedom.
Trump had urged the crowd to go.
And if you don't fight like hell, you're not going to have a country anymore.
And then refused for hours to tell them to leave as the violence worsened. Conduct that resulted in pending criminal charges against the former president, to which he has pleaded not guilty.
The attack on our nation's capital on January 6th, 2021, was an unprecedented assault on the seat of American democracy.
Initially, polls showed that most Americans and many Republicans found the January 6th attacks deeply troubling. But 3 years later, views among some Republicans have softened.
I think they were provoked. I think there were FBI plants. I think there were all kinds of things.
A Washington Post University of Maryland poll conducted just last month found that Republicans are now less likely to believe that January 6th participants were mostly violent and less likely to believe Trump bears responsibility for the attack. The same poll found that 39% of Americans who identify Fox News as their primary news source believe the FBI organized and encouraged the riot.
These people have been fed a steady diet of propaganda and disinformation on Fox News and by the right-wing media for 4 years.
About a third of American voters don't believe President Biden was legitimately elected.
I don't trust our election process. I don't trust it, and I think most people don't.
NBC's Ryan Riley wrote a book about the January 6th attack and its aftermath.
Some of the common conspiracy theories about January 6th are that it was instigated either by FBI agents or by members of Antifa.
And that's been debunked. There's no evidence of that, right?
Correct, yes.
Misinformation about January 6th has persisted despite a massive congressional investigation with public hearings that exposed how the riot unfolded.
President Trump summoned the mob, assembled the mob, and lit the flame of this attack.
And despite one of the largest criminal investigations in American history, resulting so far in 1,240 arrests, 170 trial convictions, and 710 guilty pleas.
Stop the steal!
That includes a 22-year sentence for the former head of the far-right Proud Boys and an 18-year stretch for the Oath Keepers leader. But the FBI still has not identified hundreds of Capitol rioters caught on video and may never arrest them all. And if Donald Trump is reelected, it may not matter what the FBI does.
There are 2 years left on the statute of limitations, but if Donald Trump is reelected, that really narrows down to about a year, because he's indicated that he will pardon many of the January 6th defendants.
And Ken joins me now live. Ken, good morning. It's good to see you. We mentioned more than 1,200 arrests in the attack on the Capitol, including 3 more just yesterday, signaling law enforcement, the Justice Department, still pursuing suspects methodically 3 years later.
They sure are, Willie. Good morning to you. The Justice Department confirmed last week that investigators have identified scores of Capitol lawbreakers who have yet to be arrested and charged, and they say they're moving forward on those cases. But, you know, some of the online sleuths who have helped the FBI identify Capitol rioters say that law enforcement just isn't moving fast enough. They tell NBC News they've ID'd at least 1,000 people who have yet to be charged. And officials acknowledge there are at least 80 people seen on video committing violence who have not yet been identified. With 2 years left on the statute of limitations, the clock is ticking. Willie?
And all of this, of course, hanging over another presidential election. Ken, thanks so much. We appreciate it.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.